Good morning. It is Thursday, June the 5th. That just sounds wrong. Shop is open today from 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. I'll try, of course, not to make a disaster of the place. It is raining, so I'm not really expecting a whole lot today. I have a sewing class on Saturday, so that's my focus, is to get the place ready for that. So we'll see what else I can get into besides that. All right, let's get to work. I wanted to show you what I'm wearing. This is a Duluth Trading Company. It is a little big on me, but I found this at a thrift store for $1. And they're overall shorts. You can see now. And they have chickens. You have chickens on them, or bunnies. Yeah, they have chickens and gnomes and a whole lot of pockets. I got pockets, 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 pockets. So I'm trying to work through the stuff that I started on last week, painting these items. And I was doing this lamp. I was repainting it and trying to rewire it. Well, it was a pain in patootie to get the wire up through it. And then I realized that I didn't put it through the hole. Oh, snap. I'm working on this little piece here. I put the decoupage paper on the inside. I believe I'm gonna wax it with a clear wax. That way it'll help protect, because it has a little drawer. And, you know, there'll probably be fingerprints. There could be fingerprints in the paint if I don't protect the door. All right, here we go. The day is over. I've closed up or locked the doors. I did have one customer. She's interested in sewing classes, so I've added her to the list of people that are interested, and hopefully I can get something planned. And I did get a good bit of stuff done. Let me walk you around. I just worked on finishing up painting some of these projects, and then started to bring in new projects. But tomorrow I'll clean all this up and get ready for the sewing class. These I finished, and then I decoupaged some old baking pans. I have those hanging up. So this room I think is looking pretty good. And I'm also thinking about removing the blinds off the front windows, and then maybe hanging more stuff around the windows just to have some more display areas. And I still need to work on fluffing up right here. All right, well, let's head on home, and we'll do it again tomorrow. Tomorrow is 1 to 6.
He got it.
All right, clear your car.
Hey everybody, happy Friday. It's June the 6th. Went to bingo with my dad this morning, so the shop is open from 1 to 6. I stopped on my way in at a thrift store, and I got some frames that I want to reframe some stuff in. I paid $4 for all these frames, so, or $4.25, so that wasn't bad. So I'm gonna try to finish up what I did yesterday and clean up the place, because we are having a sewing class tomorrow. As far as I know, my instructor will be here, and we'll be doing that tomorrow. So let's see what we can get in today. All right, going to work. let me show you something I'm working on. So these are old ties, and I'm making beads out of them using toilet paper rolls. Right now, they're where you can manipulate them. You can, add them to your necklace. But this is one of my cords that I made out of a tie. Made it shorter, and I've added the magnetic clasp. Alright, so I'm still having fun playing around with the ties, and this will probably be a later video. Alright. I need to work on not saying alright all the time. My dad says it all the time. He says, okay, alright. So I'm probably going to carry on all my dad's traits. Here's what I have gotten into. This is the classroom space. So I think I'm going to rearrange my tables. And I took the chest of drawers out that I had right here, and I'm going to replace it with a sewing cabinet. So if we need to, we can always put another sewing machine right here. Here is the setup. So I have one sewing cabinet here. This does have a sewing machine in it, but it's not working. So one table here will have 2 people. The class tomorrow has 4 people. You can put 4 at this table, so we could have as many as 6. So you can have 4 there, 4 here, and then I have another sewing table with no machine in it over here. I have my mannequin, a chair if the instructor needs to sit down, and I have this cart that I can wheel in and out. I have all the machines on, and I have the cords in the bottom, so that's pretty handy. So I'm happy with it. We'll see how it flows tomorrow with the class. Here are the flowers that I'm painting for a customer. It started out I was going to paint on the wall, but then she found some metal flowers, and we're going to spray paint them yellow, and then add rust color to them, and then do gold around the edges. And these hang up. They have hangers on the back. I'm not going to paint the backs. So I'm going to paint one, we'll see how it looks, and then go from there. Just closed, locked everything up, all the lights are off, the air's off, the end of another day. Didn't have any customers. I did get a lot done. Got the sewing room ready, so ready for the sewing class. Started those metal flowers that the customer wants me to paint for. So I was pretty productive, and tomorrow should be a good day because of the sewing class. And then the customer that's coming for the sewing class has the chest of drawers to pick up, so hopefully she'll be happy with that. We'll see how tomorrow goes. How's this for a change of view? Happy Saturday, June the 7th. Have a sewing class today, and the shop is open from 10 to 4, so I'm hoping to have a good day. And I may sew something on the sewing machine. This fabric is calling my name. All right, let's see what we can do. I had somebody visit my little library the other day, and she left this book. I'm going to check it out before I put it back to give away. let me wrap up this vlog. Sewing class went well. Everybody left with a finished project and they had some sales. So Saturday was a good day. Alright, thank you so much for watching. Until next time, have fun and stay funky.